Hey, Vsauce, Vega here. If Joe Biden shakes hands with a neo-Nazi, does that make him a white supremacist?
This guy right here is named Ole Tyahnybok. He is the leader of the Svoboda political party, originally called the Social National Party, which honored Ukrainian veterans who fought with Nazis. And that's Joe Biden. Now, for you to get a sense of who this Ole guy is, check out a speech of his where he says, "You are the ones that the Moscow Jewish mafia ruling Ukraine fears most." He also said, "They were not afraid, and we should not be afraid. They took their automatic guns on their necks and went into the woods and fought against the Muscovites, Germans, Jews, and other scum who wanted to take away our Ukrainian state." In 2013, Ole is declared to be persona non grata in the United States. Persona non grata is a person who is not welcome in the country. So what is Joe Biden doing shaking hands with this guy? In 2013, Ukraine was split between aligning with the European Union and distancing themselves from Russia, or staying close with Russia because they're offering a better aid package. After Yanukovych's decision to suspend plans with the EU, thousands of Ukrainians would suddenly pour into the streets of Kiev, gathering in the main square, called the Maidan, to protest the decision. Such a reaction was only possible given the prior US interventions into Ukrainian affairs. Since the collapse of the Soviet Union, many American agencies, including USAID and the National Endowment for Democracy, invested billions of dollars into political parties and think tanks. Victoria Nuland, Obama's Assistant Secretary of State at the time, told the national press in Ukraine, "Since Ukraine's independence in 1991, the United States has invested over $5 billion to assist in Ukraine in needs and other goals." Exactly what those other goals may have been seem rather obvious today. Where does Joe Biden fit into all of this? Well, we all know of Biden's corrupt son, Hunter Biden, and his vices. Now, Hunter Biden took $16.5 million from Burisma Holdings. This was never explained why. Burisma Holdings is an incredibly corrupt gas company which was under investigation by Ukrainian prosecutors for money laundering. However, that in itself is not the full story of Burisma's crimes. The Atlantic Council, a central British NATO infiltration institution, had received over $250,000 a year to support anti-corruption reforms in Ukraine, which were really regime change operations against Russia. In 2015, the Atlantic Council helped prepare a proposal to arm the Ukrainian military with Javelin anti-tank missiles and other forms of lethal assistance which would get in the hands of Ukrainian neo-Nazis. Burisma was primarily responsible for these funds, while loads of artillery, heavy machine guns, and tanks would be deployed by the far right, including the Azov Battalion, whose banner bears the neo-Nazi Wolfsangel symbol and openly promotes white supremacy and anti-Semitism. Joe Biden was continuously referred to by the Atlantic Council as the point person in Ukraine, whose policies fragmented Ukraine and made it the poorest nation in all of Europe. Crucial in these destabilization policies was Biden's foreign aide, Michael Carpenter, who in 2018 openly welcomed Andrei Parubi to Capitol Hill. As an openly neo-fascist politician who founded two political parties, including the Social National Party. When confronted by journalist Max Blumenthal, Carpenter lied and said that Parubi was a conservative nationalist who cared about his country. He would then go on to call out Blumenthal for spreading Russian disinformation. All this being considered, viewers should be reminded of Biden's unbounded hubris when he attacked President Trump for causing the riots in Charlottesville. Actually, it was revealed that the Azov Battalion, whose rise Biden had supported, had trained many of the participants that took part in the Charlottesville's riot. Joe Biden is an authoritarian, neo-fascist, white supremacist Nazi. That is the true Joe Biden. Not the gender pronouns in the bio Biden. Not the crazy leftist Biden. You will get full fascism and authoritarianism from Joe Biden. That is what you voted for. So now let me ask you, can America's step into fascism be reversed?